It's the Full Force News Burst, brought to you by GeneralsJoes Reborn.com with me, Christopher McLeod AKA Diagnostic 80. New listings have been found for G.I. Joe Retro Cardback figures. So this is a weird one and probably something we can try and decipher during the course of this burst, but HISSTANK have reported that brand new G.I. Joe Retro Cardback listings for Baroness and Lady Jaye have been found on shipping and import website Panjiva. Now let's break this info down a bit. Firstly, we know it's Baroness and Lady Jaye because they've used their internal code words associated with these characters previously, Mars and Rocket. Now are we sure they are retro? Well, actually most signs point to no. We have confirmed via Emily on the G.I. Joe brand marketing team that Retro as a line is on temporary hiatus, and that Baroness and Lady Jaye have come out for the Retro line already. The next interesting thing about the listing is that Retro hasn't been described as Retro Cardback on previous Retro listings before, so are we looking at something else here? My immediate thoughts go to a possible vintage-inspired cardback for the Classified series, and something a few people have discussed which would make sense when you think about how Marvel Legends and Star Wars Black Series have operated over the years using the retro cardbacks for reissues and redecos of particular 6-inch figures. HISSTANK also posited that the codes associated with the figures seem to jump from F4762 to F4765, missing out 2 codes in between, so we could be looking at 4 figures here, which is also backed up with the 4 pieces case designation on the listing. I would probably guess though that there will be 2 of each of the stated figures and the codes are probably arbitrary at this point. Interesting nonetheless. We could also be looking at O-rings, but when we look at previous codes and descriptions for some of the other figures we know about, then that doesn't really line up. If I were a betting man, I would expect to see some sort of classified release on vintage-inspired cardbacks, but whatever the case, we will find out soon due to the fact that they are on US shores already. Get ready for some cracking shots via Potato Cam. What do you guys think we are looking at here? Retro's triumphant return with 2 characters they already released, or something completely different? Let me know in the comments below. That's it for this instalment of the Full Force News Burst. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. See you next time, and as always, Full Force. Make sure you get involved with the discussion by liking, sharing and commenting on these videos, and as always you can keep up with the show after listening by following on Twitter @TheFullForce, liking the Facebook page facebook.com/TheFullForce, and if you would like to contact the show you can message us on either of those platforms with feedback and questions. We also have a Patreon page, so if you want to show your support for the show, see your name up in lights on these videos, or enjoy exclusive bonus content, then check out patreon.com/TheFullForce podcast, or click on the link on any of the posts this podcast appears in. Full Force!